Sing, singing in the rain. Sing, sing, singing in the rain. Sing, 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 sing. I'm singing in the rain. Sing, 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 sing. I'm singing in the rain. 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 Sing, sing, I'm singing. Singing, yes, singing. I'm singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase. Let them chase everyone from the place. From the place. Come on with the rain. I've got a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing in the rain. Why am I smiling and why do I sing? Why does December seem sunny as spring? Why do I get up each morning to start happy and get up with joy in my heart? Why is each new task a trifle to do? Because I am living a full life with you. I'm singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm so happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase. Let them chase everyone from the place. From the place. Come on without rain. I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing in the rain. Singing in the rain. Singing in the rain.
Welcome to Otterbein on this lovely spring day. My name is Mary Ellen Haynes, and I will be your guide for the first portion of our concert today, a concert that celebrates all things spring. Now, many people will tell you that spring is their favorite time of year. You may disagree if you wish, but there's no denying that springtime has been an inspiration for gardeners, artists, poets, musicians, and lovers ever since written history began. So sit back and enjoy as our singers today attempt to capture the incredible beauty of springtime and express it through music and verse. Our opening song, the well-known Singin' in the Rain, was an obvious choice for today, since, well, everyone knows that there are no May flowers without April showers. But now we would like to continue with a beautiful reflection by composer Ruth Elaine Schramm on springtime as a season of hope. You may be very surprised to know that this song, Hope is Like the Wind, was commissioned by a school in Avon Lake, Ohio, and is based on poetry submitted by 8th grade students. Don't let anyone tell you that these young kids are going to the dogs, because they are not. The text is available on the back of your program if you wish to follow it. But either way, I assure you that the students' shared insight into the beauty of nature, the power of music, and the nature of hope itself will touch your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, the combined choruses sing, Hope is Like the Wind. Next, the women's chorus would like to share a song adapted from a text by poet Matilda Blind. As a female poet in the 1800s, Matilda, like all women of the time, had to use a male pseudonym in order to be read and taken seriously. But bravely, she decided to publish using her real name in the 1870s and emerged as a force to be reckoned with in London's completely male literary circles of the period. Fortunately for us today, her beautiful word painting of springtime, rain, and rainbows has been artfully set for women's voices by current-day composer Laura Farnell. Listen carefully, and you will hear the incessant raindrops falling in the piano part until that thrilling moment when the raindrops stop and the April rainbow sweeps across the sky. After a cold, bleak winter, Nothing says springtime more than the long-awaited arrival of spring flowers. Today, the women's chorus has two special songs about such blooms. The song Edelweiss tells of the small white alpine flower of the same name. Because it blooms early in the spring in rocky, remote, high-altitude areas, the flower has come to take on special meaning, symbolizing true love and devotion for a person or sometimes even for one's homeland, as in the movie The Sound of Music. Our second spring flower song is called The Daffodils. It is a setting of the famous poem by English poet and nature lover William Wordsworth called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. Thanks to Wordsworth's sister Dorothy and her diary entry, we know that in April of 1802, they were both walking when they encountered the very same scene of daffodils growing along the lake that William would famously describe in his poem as such. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. I suspect that most of us can relate to the joy of seeing beds of daffodils blooming in the spring. And although this year's blooms are mostly spent, you can imagine them dancing in the wind all over again as we sing this joyful musical setting by composer Patty Brennan. Once again, the women's chorus.
I wandered lonely
Well, good afternoon. My name is Bob, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the men's chorus that just sang that great, exciting piece, right? Wasn't that cool? Huh? Absolutely. It was really cool, yeah. I don't mind milking it a little bit. So it's called Cantate Hodie, in case you were wondering. And you heard a lot there about singing jubilantly and alleluias, and you know, it was an inspiring piece, and it's inspiring because it brings to mind springtime and Easter and rebirth and all that stuff. And we have enjoyed singing that piece because it's got kind of a good pulse to it, and kind of shows off the skills of the great guys up there singing. Next, we are going back 400 years to sing a piece called Begone, Dull Care. Now, the men's chorus knows very little about dull care. Dull care in this meaning is such that, you know, anxiety or worry. And you look at the guys up there and you can tell there is not anybody up there worried about much of anything except is it chicken again in the cafeteria tonight? Okay, that's the only thing we're worried about. But as springtime comes around, we want to have a little more fun. We want to be outdoors. We want to enjoy things. And that's what this tune is about. It's been around for 400 years. It's gone through some changes, some different verses or whatever. One of the verses that goes back a little ways was, too much care will make a young man gray. Too much care will turn an old man to clay. The version of the song we have for you is a lot more positive than that, okay? And it's inspired mostly by caring and giving and loving of family and friends, and in particular, loved ones close to you, maybe even your wife. So please enjoy Be Gone, Dull Care.
Be gone, dull care. I pray you be gone from me. Be gone, dull care. You and I shall never agree. Be gone, dull care. I pray you be gone from me. Be gone, dull care. You and I shall never agree. Long time have you been waiting here, but I will love her still. Be gone, no care. My love is now my will. Love and care, she never will turn away. Love and care can turn the line today. Love and care, my heart with joy will sing for love, for music and for all things. Be gone, dull care. I pray you be gone from me. Be gone, dull care. Love and joy are waiting for me. My wife will dance and I will sing and merrily pass a day. A love so strong will drive dull care away. Beyond dull care.
I told you, not a care in the world for those guys, right? Okay. Earlier in the program, the women's chorus shared several songs about beautiful springtime flowers and rainbows, things you would want to see and expect to see if you were out walking around, even the gardens right around here. Often, men, back in the day at least, maybe, were out strolling through the park in the spring, dressed in their three-piece suits, their pocket watches, and their bowler hats, but maybe looking at other beauties of nature, female type. Our next song features such a sighting. It describes a polite gentleman who was merely strolling through the park one day in the merry, merry month of May. Suddenly, he was taken by surprise by a pair of roguish eyes, and they stole his heart away. The song was published under the name of Ed Haley, but it was actually written by a guy named Robert Kaiser, who also wrote Beautiful Ohio. You may know that one. But if you look at the author or the composer for that, it says Mary Earl. So Robert was kind of using all kinds of names here, okay? It was first published in 1884, and, you know, I thought, you know, this kind of stuff might happen in the movies. Well, you would be right. It's happened in 21 movies, this particular song. all right, and also a bunch of TV shows and cartoons, all right, my favorite being Bugs Bunny, of course, and it was even sung on the moon by NASA astronauts, okay? Well, today, you don't have to go very far at all. You can just sit right there in your seats and listen to the guys sing for you now strolling through the park one day.
While strolling through the park one day, in the merry, merry month of May, I was taken by surprise by a pair of roguish eyes. In a moment my poor heart was stole away. A smile was all she gave to me. Of course it made me happy as can be. I immediately raised my hat, and finally she remarked, I never shall forget that lovely afternoon we met at the fountain in the park. We lingered there beneath the trees. Her voice was like a fragrant breeze. We talked of happy love until the stars above. When her loving yes she gave my heart to please. A smile was all she gave to me. Of course it made me happy as can be. I immediately raised my hat, and finally she remarked, I never shall forget that lovely afternoon we met at the fountain in the park.
Good afternoon. We are the Trebleaires under the direction of Monica Rhude. Today we are accompanied by Susan Beagle on the piano, Trish Dicken on percussions, and Molly Eyink on violin. There are a lot of great songs about springtime and nature, and we're going to share with you 3 songs that you just might find us singing in the rain. First is What a Wonderful World by George David Weiss and Bob Thiele. It was first recorded in 1967 by Louis Armstrong, and it became a huge hit in England, but really wasn't promoted very much in the United States. But then, in 1988, it became a very popular, well-known song because it was included in the film Good Morning, Vietnam. It aptly sums up the many things of beauty in our world that we sometimes fail to take the time to notice. Our second piece is by Jimmy Thomas. Bobby Day first recorded it in 1958, and believe it or not, it was revived in 1972 by the one and only Michael Jackson. This is an upbeat, toe-tapping tune. We expect to see those toes going during this song. We close with Over the Rainbow by Harold Arnold and Yip Yarburg. This ballad was written for the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz, and of course it was sung by Judy Garland. But there was a lot of pressure on these gentlemen to create this catchy song because the first three songs they had written for the Kansas scene were rejected. And this was the result and selected. This song, familiar to all, conveys our hopes for beauty, peace, and achieved dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, the Trebleaires.
song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go and tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, Rockin' Robin. Hello, Rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise old owl, the big black crow, flapping their wings, singing, go bird, go. Rockin' Robin, Rockin' Robin. Hello, Rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Go, 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 Rockin' Robin. Blow, 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 Rockin' Robin. Fly, 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 Rockin' Robin. High, 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 Rockin' Robin. Go, 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 Rockin' Robin. We're really gonna rock tonight. A pretty little raven in the bird bandstand, taught me how to do the bop, and it was grand. It started going steady and bless my soul. The elk got the buzzard and the oriole. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a popping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go and tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, Rockin' Robin. Hello, Rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Twiddly-diddly-dee, 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 tweet, 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 tweet.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Everything is okay, all right. We're going to go on and finish up our program, but we're going to do a little checking to double check, make sure everything's all right here. So, in the meantime, I just wanted to take a minute here to thank all of you in the audience for being here today. I can tell you that none of us up here on the stage would have any delight whatsoever in just coming and sitting and singing to an empty room. And we have so many people here that come week after month whenever we do these programs, and we just so appreciate it. I know we have people that have driven from Cincinnati. Did somebody have someone here from St. Louis today? Is that right? Yeah, right here, St. Louis. So they come from all over to hear us, and boy, does that make us happy. So thank you all for being here, okay? I wanted to give a shout out to the guys in the booth, Kevin, and I think Austin is back there today, and I don't know, John is nearby. I don't know if he's working on that too. We couldn't do this without you guys. Many thanks to the Trebleaires and Monica, their director. That was beautiful today. Thank you, ladies. That was awesome. Also, I'd like to thank our wonderful accompanists. We have today, well, here's Susan Beagle. Would you please acknowledge her again? And our violinist today, Molly. Is that right? And we have the chorus accompanist, Muriel and Clinard. And the amazing Morrigan O'Brien Kane, who some of you may have heard on the music club concert last week. Our flautist, you will hear her on our final number, okay? So, thank you. Beyond that, I have got to say, since this is our last concert of the season, I have to give a big thank you and a big shout out to the wonderful people standing behind me. Chorus members, I love you. You are wonderful. I'm so grateful for all of your dedication, for showing up here for rehearsals, when things are hectic, when you don't feel good, whatever else, okay? You guys are really amazing, and what you accomplish is just amazing. Aren't they wonderful? So before we sing our final number, I just wanted to share some words of wisdom that actually come from, of all people, my little brother. My brother is a retired pilot, an airline pilot, and he also is an amateur astronomer. And he told me one day, in one of those moments when we weren't teasing each other, that when he looks up in the sky, that he is always amazed to think that all those stars, all those planets, the moon, whatever else, and there is not one living thing on any of those planets that we are aware of. Not one living thing. Not even a cell that we can determine on any other planet. And so I'm just here to say to you that each one of you here today, audience, choir, whatever, are so precious and so special. And all of the things that we sang about today, the flowers and the birds and whatever, I hope that you take a look on your way out today and that we can all look at each other and look at this incredible spring scenery and just think how blessed we are. So thank you so much for being here. We're going to finish up today with a song that might help us get into the mood for that walk outside and looking at the world. This is John Rutter's Look at the World.